I got a new, really cool product I gotta show you guys. We're gonna test it out on the Dodge right behind me, the Nazty 1 Gen, if you've been following along. If not, make sure you check out my other videos of this thing, because it's pretty crazy. Let me grab it. All right, here it is. This is the sandblast attachment for the pressure washer. That goes on the nozzle end, and then this is the hose to suck up the sand, and we got a couple other pieces. Let me show you. This tube here is to suck up the sand, and then we got some extra nozzles in the kit. I'll link the kit down below. It was only like 30 bucks, but you do need to buy sand, and we're gonna kind of play around with that because I don't know what sand to use, so I'll kind of show you guys here in a second. And I've got some body panels I want to test this on. So in reality, I'm going to use it on the frame of this Dodge to get it ready for chassis paint. But for demonstration purposes, we'll be able to use this on a body panel to see how well it actually works. And then I'll use that same method on the truck. So the kit comes with everything you see here in this little box. It actually comes with some safety glasses, which kind of reminds me it's definitely a good idea to use. I'm going to use some better ones than they give you. Some hose clamps, it looks like, and then this is the hose that will run to a bucket of sand, which we need. And then this is what I want to show you that I modified. So my friend let me use his pressure washer, thank you, Matt. But the wand for this thing was this long. It's like a 3-foot long wand on top of the handle. So what I did was just take off those fittings from this long piece and just use a 1/4 inch brass pipe to shorten that right there, because this still needs to hook into the quick connect, which is still gonna make it pretty long. I mean, it might be kind of annoying to use under the truck, but for a body panel, that'd be super easy. All right, so the tube goes on to this bottom little angled piece here. That hooks up to the pressure washer gun. Then this piece hooks up to the other end of the tube, and then in your bucket of sand, that's what'll suck it through there, through the tip. All right, guys, you can see that it is working to some extent, but I think our problem is the sand that I got. I got all-purpose sand, and the grain size of the sand varies a lot. Here, I'll show you. Well, another problem is this is all wet, but you can see there's like big, huge rocks and then smaller stuff. So this is the only sand that my local Home Depot and Lowe's had, but there is better sand at a different location, so I think we're gonna go do that. Because I think what happened is this tube clogged, and it kind of like started backfeeding water into this, which is not supposed to happen. And then if this gets wet, it clogs your tube and then pretty much useless. It did look like it started to work. I mean, that looks like it was sandblasting to me, so we should be okay with this thing, as long as I can get some good sand. All right, guys, this is the sand I went to get, called Medium Sand by Quikrete, and this is what you want the sand to look like. It's very dry, and it's all uniform, so this should help. Now, let's try it again. Guys, I gotta say, this sand makes the biggest difference when using this thing. This was only a $30 piece, and this is already worth it. I've spent 30 seconds sandblasting the tailgate, and we can have this done in no time, and then we'll move on to the truck. through almost 6 bags of sand for the tailgate, the cross member and skid plate, and the frame of my truck. But this is 100% worth 30 bucks. Probably have about $50 in sand. But as you can see, this went pretty quick, and that was super easy. The sandblast attachment on the pressure washer worked absolutely phenomenal. Literally the best $30 I think I've ever spent on Amazon. Now, aside from that, the cleanup is an absolute nightmare. I accidentally left the garage door open for like 30 minutes of this, and my entire garage is dusted with sand. Literally all the way back in the garage. Now remember, we used 4 50-pound bags of sand on this. I've been cleaning this up for the last 2 hours about. I've been using the shop vac to clean this up off of my driveway, and obviously there's nothing you can do about it in the grass. I've filled up, this was all kinds of stuff in my shop vac before, but it is filled with sand at the bottom. Full 5-gallon bucket of sand. And then over here, the shop vac is completely filled with sand. This stuff is everywhere, just piles of it. I mean, look at this over here. Look at all this sand. I mean, this is 3 inches deep of sand. Now, it was worth it, but the cleanup sucks. So, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe down below. We'll catch you in the next one.